Hi, today I would like to share my first experiences with Hoka X1 Cielo version 3.0. Yesterday, as I already said in the short, it was a testing event here at Hoofddorp, close to Amsterdam. And Hoka was present and with the local running store. I went there just to test the Hoka Cielo 3.0. I already have the other racing shoe from Hoka, Hoka Rocket 3 X3, so I wanted to test the other one and just to compare. So let's me start about the specs. I don't have the shoe with me, but okay, I can make some photos. I will put the photos. It's the specs. The weight is 213 grams in the US size 9. Heel drop, they said it's about 7 millimeters. And then about the geometry, it's a really interesting rocker geometry that is pushing you forward. The midsole, that is kind of two lace Piva midsole. The upper was also interesting with the lacing, but upper was also quite okay. About the fit, first impression to me it was that this shoe is too narrow for my. I have a bit wide feet, so the first impression was that somehow it's too narrow for my. When I start to walk, I even the first few steps I feel that it's pushing me forward. Then I start to run. I decided to really test it in the kind of interval run. I did kind of 600 meters repeat. With this 600 meters repeat, I was supposed to run them on my 5K pace, but somehow with the Hoka, I did very great run yesterday. I was running them something like between my 1 kilometer pace and between 3 kilometers. So I started with about 345, 350 on 600 meters, and I was doing on a few of the six I did them did them 4 or 5 under 5 minutes under 4 minutes per kilometer. That is quite a fast pace for me. I feel that the shoes are really bouncy, very responsive, very fast. They were pushing me forward, and I'm not really a forefoot of midfoot runners, but when I run intervals, I always go in that kind of strike mode. So it was really fast. It was really amazing how the shoe was going. If I say that it was really great for me, I would definitely use it for 5K run. I could use it for 5K run, 10K run for sure. I think that it would be also okay for half marathon. My doubts stay about the whole marathon because this is not so wide and also not too stable. It's kind of stable, but not too stable. And when I'm running half marathon, I'm aiming times from 3:15 to 3:30, if everything goes good, goes fine. Then at the marathon, if you run for that pace, then it's something like 440, 450, and then on 440, 450, I'm not running with as a forefoot striker or midfoot striker. Therefore, I would say it's a great shoe. It reminds me on the right on this one on Puma Fast R3, but it's not completely the same because of the geometry. They say that the Hoka Cielo 3 is more bouncy. If I compare it with his other brother, other race shoe from Hoka Rocket X3, this Rocket X3 is feels very slower for me. It's even I have also issue to run with this shoe. I have very experience difficulties to achieve let's say 10K pace, and with the Cielo yesterday I was running even faster than my 3K pace. On the same place, I run a 3K 4.06 or 7, and yesterday all the repeats were lower than 402 or 403. So it was a great first impression. I would highly recommend it. And also the people from Hoka say that it's maybe a marathon racer for the people running faster, sub 3 hours, or half marathon racer for the people running sub 1:30. So it could be great shoe for the people who are fast, running that kind of pace is 4:15 or faster. But also, if it's a kind of limitation that it's a bit narrow. But anyway, that after running the interval, I didn't feel that it's narrow. So maybe it was the first impression. It's kind of narrow, but with probably with usage, it's got wider and better. So that is my first impression of the Hoka. It was really good. I would really recommend it. Please tell me what are your impression and which is your favorite super shoe. That was for today. Thank you, and please watch the channel and the related videos. Thank you. Bye bye.